Okay, so we are at an appointment only estate sale because they don't have enough parking on the street. So this is not an estate company, it's an individual. So let's go in and see what we can find. Ooh. Hi, babies. I have a friend. Oh, they're not meant to mind, I don't think.
I know, it's terrible. You just want to be sweet. And also, if you see...
Okay. Does anybody recognize this name on this game? Clackers. I don't know. Seems interesting. Might have to look that up. So he said that everything is negotiable. Is that a lamp shade? Or a lantern shade, maybe? Wow, that's pretty. This is old. Ooh, and very heavy. What does that say? I guess that's a ceiling plate, I bet. Okay. These seem interesting. I might be interested in these. Like that too. What else do we see? Martini stones. That's pretty. Oh, she's cute. I don't know. That looks to be like some sort of curtain rod, maybe? Possibly? Because it looks like it extends. Maybe. I might be just making that up. Okay. Holler out if you see something. This looks to be marble. I'm like trying to put it together to see what it is. Cross country. Oh, it's attached. I see. I'm interested in that. Just for the novelty value of it, I bet I could sell that pretty easily. Let's make sure there's nothing on this shelf. How old is this? Oops. Corzo. Here are some insulators. Hemingway. Now, I have heard that the Hemingways that are worth significant money don't have threads on the inside. But I think these would probably go for probably 10 or 15. And then I see this old one. Atlas Mason. Let's see. That's actually still attached. Brookfield. Huh. That is really... I like that. I don't know enough about it, but... Okay, so it gave me a little bit of a tour of the house, and I found these two little glasses. He said they're mid-century. He gave me the name, and I can't remember exactly what he said. Helenware, maybe? And then these blankets. Okay, beautiful. And then these blankets, he said, were original 1930s, 1940s. And this one has Iron Chief design on it. Oh, just beautiful. I don't know what I can get on these, but he wanted 5 a piece and then 5 for the set here, and he wanted these, but he was going to take 10 for both of these. So we're off to a good start, I'd say. And that seems beautiful. Okay. And the house has quite a bit of furniture in it, so we might try to, that's really nice. 2. Wow. Gosh, that is just so nice. Oh, I love those. I'm gonna grab those. They're like Art Deco. This one's been repaired though, it looks like. Let me see. I don't know if that would matter because those are just so beautiful. Really like those. I'm gonna set these over here. Look how nice they are. Let's see if you can see them in the light. Okay, place those up here on my shelf. It's my little shelf that I started. What else do we have over here? A lot of bottles. $1977. What are these? Looks like maybe Avon bottles. This is interesting. C&D battery. I might have to look that up. Oh, this is a base. It looks like for a lava lamp. That says November 20th, 1997. And these can go for good money. Those 90s, the vintage lava lamps can go for good money. I might have to check and make sure that still works before I leave. Okay. It's cute. Is that like Barnum and Bailey maybe? I think so. I just don't see any marking on the tin to tell me age. Those are nice. My bridal days. Let's see if I can open this without hurting anything. 1937. Wonder if it's filled out. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is. Hardly know how to start after I said I would accept a ring from Bill, who is now my loving husband. That's as far as she got. Oop. Glad I didn't drop that. So it's wood. It's got some chipping there, but that's really pretty. See how the top is not perfect? That's interesting because I've never seen anything quite like that. Okay. These are some old playbills. Let's see if it tells Vanderbilt Theater and Republic Theater, 42nd Street. make sure there's no picture frames that I want. I do like this one. Okay. All right. We're in the library, or study, excuse me. Oh, this is nice. I like that. Library catalog. Let's see if I can. That front part there's. Don't want to damage it. He's got 75 on it, but he's made it clear he's willing to wheel and deal, so I don't know. Might check what he wants on that. Universal Stamp Album. Scrap. Look at this old scrapbook. Gosh, I don't even want to open this. My word. That's just like pages of. That is so cool. I love that. I'm taking that. I might keep it for myself. I don't know what I could resell it for, but that is just too cool. Okay, these are interesting. This sketch here. Bishop of Eli, it says. Maybe McCuster. That is so cool. All right. Eaglesmere Playhouse in Pennsylvania. This says Everyman Player presents The Tortoise and the Hare by Alan Broadhurst. Pineville, Kentucky. It's the same here. Sophocles Electra. Oh, that's fantastic. America's Yesterdays. That's cute too. Images of our past, our lost past discovered in the Library of Congress archives. Wow. Fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna go see what he wants on those prints. Make sure I don't see anything here on the shelf. What are these? That's in German, I think. 1928. Let's see what these are. Deutsche Dome? Is that what that says? Don't want to rip anything. This one's 1925, so pre-World War II. I'm going to take those. And just because I like them. Okay, I'm going to check on these. Okay, so these are beautiful. Part of costume designs. And a playwright. I love that. I'm trying to figure out what this is. This little, is that a llama? Oh, there's so much stuff here. I'm like overwhelmed. I'm gonna see if I can open this without breaking anything. I just want to see what it is. That top is interesting. Oh, it opens up like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to have another hand. Okay, I found that too. It's really pretty. I think I don't know the age on it. And then I found some vintage maps that I like. I don't know how old these are. I don't think this one's very old, but I still like the nature of it. So there's so much stuff. So many doilies and handkerchiefs. Just stacks and stacks of cool stuff. I like this old mirror too. I wonder if somebody would buy that. You see it? It's like expandable. Let's see what he wants on that.
Okay, so I didn't get to do as much filming in there because he kind of stayed with me and was explaining as we were going through the rooms the history of all of the stuff. A lot of that was from his family, passed down through the generations. So I also wanted to be present to hear what he was saying, because on some of that, like the fashion designers from Broadway, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to retain some of that, and I didn't want to film him on camera. I'm kind of particular about making sure people don't feel like we're invading. I found a ton of great stuff. Interesting novelty type items, antique, vintage. There's going to be a lot that I'm just going to have to do research on, and if I can't find any information, then I'm going to have to just either through Google Lens or solds on eBay. I'll just kind of have to price it based on my judgment and my gut and kind of see what the response will be. But overall, super solid sale, and he lotted everything together at the end. I'm gonna try when I get home to unload some of this stuff, and I might be able to show you a few of these items closer up, especially ones that I didn't get on camera. But he lotted everything together, and the total at the end was 60 bucks. So I might be able to get home and unload some of this and figure out what some of the value is, and then total it up for you and show you a few more details on the items I didn't get on camera. But I'm really happy with this sale. And it was just really interesting. I like being able to go through and hear stories and hear history and pick up things that haven't been picked up in a long time, and just find cool things. That's the picker in me that just loves it. So great day. We're gonna head home, get this stuff unpacked, and hopefully get it listed.
Okay, so I was gonna show you guys some of the stuff I picked up off camera now that I'm home, and I'm actually able to go through some of it. There were a ton of vintage and antique picture frames sitting on a shelf, and they caught my eye, and I asked him what he wanted. This one was hanging up. I can't remember if I got this on camera or not. Yeah, you can see, I didn't even see this, but you see the Made in Italy there on the back. And these are really popular right now. Any sort of gold or brass ornate frame made in Italy, even if there's no glass, they'll always sell really fast and really good money on that. I just thought this was beautiful. I don't know that I'll get a ton of money off of this. And he said both of these antique ones, this was originally velvet lined as well, and you can tell from the video here that all of that velvet has rubbed off. So he thought this velvet had been replaced, but I just really liked her photo as well, and so I grabbed her. And then these were beautiful. He said these were like the lining backings of tin type photos, And I believe it was his mother, maybe his aunt, I can't remember. She had taken these antique little pieces and attached them. This one as well, which I thought was really cute. Again, don't know that I'll get a ton of money out of those, but any sort of miniature pieces, miniature art, miniature framed pieces that you can add to like a collage wall is very popular right now. So I don't know what I'll list those for, but I just thought they were interesting. And then these tiny frames. And I'll put up here, I just recently, I think it was this week or last week, that I sold 2 miniature religious photos of Jesus in small ornate gold frames. I think I sold them for like $10 or $15, but I'll try to put that right here so you can see. But these are Art Deco, original to the 20s. Just really super cute. And I thought those were interesting. I did pick up several books. I don't know what I'll be able to sell them for. This was Thomas More poetry. Scott's Poetical Works. That one says Astor Edition. Try not to. Copyright 1894. So Walter Scott, Poetical Works. This was really pretty. I liked the iconography of it. Just a little prayer book. He Gives Me Life. Women Before God. I have sold a ton of these. And I don't think I've ever found one that has the paper sleeve. William Kelly, Women Before God. Anyway, probably not a ton, but maybe $20. And then these were all, I don't know if I caught it on camera, but he was talking about, I think it was his aunt. She was a costume designer for UT Knoxville's like theater department. And she was connected to a really well-known, she started a like a play theater company with a really famous Broadway costume designer of the 1970s. I can't remember her name, but she was also famous because she created Barney. He told me that, but anyway. So this was cool. And the only reason I know anything about this is because I read an article in the New Yorker where they follow Hemingway to New York. And he stops by Abercrombie and Fitch. And I only know Abercrombie and Fitch the way most people nowadays only know Abercrombie and Fitch, which is like teenage, fashion wear. But it was originally an outdoor outfitter. And this is a catalog. And he stopped by there to get a coat or have something fixed or mended. I can't remember, but so when I saw this, it says illustration and text, copyright 1910. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, back to this. I grabbed a bunch of the uniform costume design books. I thought they might be valuable. Customer's Handbook, how to make, Costumer's Handbook. Stage costume techniques. The Fashionable Lady in the 19th Century. Oh, that's cool. Marie Decor was her name. And just more costume research. Fascinating. Here's a few things that I picked up. I do think you saw some of these on camera. I'm not familiar with her, but he said she was very popular on Broadway in the 1970s. Julie Harris, and this is like I don't know what you would call it. Not the playbill, but it's signed by her. When she was playing Emily Dickinson, the Belle of Amherst. Anyway, pick that up. And then these two things I thought were cool. Actually, there's more. This is hand painted, and they had a lot of different costume design, I guess, sketches. But this says Russian suit, and it's hand painted. Really beautiful. Then these were like examples of costumes. Different eras, different places. And I just thought they were cool. Somebody could frame those. Somebody who lives in New York, works on Broadway, does costume design. I don't know. This was beautiful. Also a sketch. Now, I don't know. I don't think this is original. I think it's taken from something because I think it might be a print, but it is signed and I thought it was very interesting. So I grabbed that. You saw me grab both of these maps on camera. And then this, I want to say Victorian era, seems very old. Like a doily, I don't know, but I'll have to do some research on that. This was that really old scrapbook that you saw me get. All of the pages are lined with old newspaper articles. And I just thought that was too cool. So I grabbed that as well. These were those books that were in a different language, pre-World War II. Again, don't know what I can get on these, but I definitely think that I can sell them. Just interesting enough. These were those glasses that I got, and I will try to remember the name of these and link them here because he told me what they were. But two little rocks glasses in cork lined tumbler covers. And this I think I got for myself. America's Yesterday. Images of our lost past discovered in photographic archives of the Library of Congress. That just seems like something. These you didn't see me pick up, but I have to figure out what the value is on these. But he said they were both from the 1930s, 1940s. Blankets in good condition. And I liked this because of the Indian head. So I grabbed both of those. And the rest of these you pretty much saw me get on camera, but this one is these two pieces here, these Art Deco, tiles here. Almost like carnival glass, iridescent glass. Just really, really pretty. And this is part of that costume design sketch. He mentioned to me that this was a sketch. This says here Bishop of, I want to say Eli or Ellie, but they would sketch the costumes, and then he said they would adhere a piece of the fabric and clip it to the board or the piece of canvas or the paper that they sketched it on. So definitely think somebody is going to want that. And then I grabbed these. This Everyman Players, that's what I was talking about earlier, that his aunt had started this play company, Sophocles Everyman Players, Electra. I'm going to try to straighten that out. But just really cool. I love like the snake And the black and white imagery of it, just think that's so cool. And same thing here, just interesting little playwright. 1965, 1966. Evening curtain, 8:30 p.m. Eaglesmere Playhouse. Somebody's going to want that. This I picked up for my own interest. See if I can grab it. For book research, but it's not original to the time, but it is Sears and Roebuck catalogs of the 1930s. It's a reprint from the 60s, I think. But still, you get to see like all the things that they sell or used to sell in the Sears and Roebuck catalog. I think cod liver oil is funny. Agriculture, the New Deal, the new industry, and labor are on the way up. I love that. You guys see Nolan's socks laying here. Let's see. And I don't know. Oh. This was something you saw me catch on camera. Still have to test it. I forgot to plug it in while I was there, but hopefully it works. And these sell for between $40 and $50 just for the base of the vintage lava lamps. And this has the original sconcing threaded into it, the cast iron. And Brookfield was not an insulator brand that is as popular, or as common, I guess is a better way to say that. So I might be able to get $40 or $50 out of that. Probably going to be closer to 20 or 30, but we'll see. And then I picked up this. It's like a chemical sprayer. And this was cool. Let's see if I can grab this without. This is a swiveling arm antique mirror. Super cool look. I think somebody's going to want that for their house. That rustic kind of bring old in with new. So yeah, that's what I picked up. And I'm going to get this stuff unpacked and listed and hopefully up in my store here in the next day or two. I will see you guys again soon.